Alright YouTube, I am here to recap the stream slides and to give my poll plans and kind of a content overview for the month. Just a heads up on the channel, if you didn't watch, so I live streamed double streamed, whatever, the reaction with Mino and Nidre, and we talked about this, but basically, I mentioned this as well. If you don't know, Ranting Hour is bi-weekly now just because I don't have enough things to talk about anymore and I'm not trying to force it. And also, I am not doing before you pull videos anymore, at least for the foreseeable future, because I don't feel like it. This whole gem cap stuff was a huge demotivator, and I kind of looked at it and I told y'all initially the reason I don't make slides is because it felt like too much work and I don't want to demotivate myself because then it might feel like I'm getting piled on. By the way, if you hear noise in the background, that is my washer being really loud. Anyways, yeah, I don't feel like it, so this is all you're gonna get this month. Sorry. This is a hobby first and foremost, and if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not gonna do it. So if you got questions about stuff, just ask me. I'll still do a brief overview, but not nearly as in depth as I've been doing. Just I don't feel like it. World's opening up. I want to do stuff that is not YouTube, but still playing the game. Just probably not making as much content. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, so don't worry about it. But yeah, let's get right into the slides. How do I forward this on OBS? There we go. I'm about to sneeze. Hopefully I can catch the sneeze before I go crazy. Spring Festival, multis, hooray! Less ways for people to spend their gems down if they're capped. At least they're pausing it, but I mean, again, my statement on the capping, we'll talk about this Ranting Hour Wednesday. This isn't a complete W, it's a pause. Like, it's just, it's letting people get less angry, but now we have to sit and wait. I don't know why they're not talking about this, but that's not the point of this video. Cloud and Squall getting BT+. I guess we're getting, did Josh say we're getting a little finny on this? I don't remember. Regardless, co-op Squall and Cloud should be fast. Y'all know Cloud's my favorite character, so I'm gonna green him. I don't think he's all that super amazing. Squall has HP cap up on his BT+. So if anything, I think Squall's a little bit more impressive than Cloud just for that alone, and Cloud's BT+ has more like brave damage up, which isn't the greatest. They both get damage up on the reworks. Looks like the Vayne Ida banner got snapped from existence. I would have ticketed that banner probably, so I maybe get Ida's LD for co-ops, but I have Cyan now actually, so that wouldn't have happened anyways. Regardless, Cloud and Squall are alright. Looks like they're not renewing Start Dash though. It's an interesting choice, but nothing to pull on here. I have everything except Vayne's kit, but I'm not gonna go for that. Let's keep going. Now we have my other favorite character, Zack, the guy I started playing this game for. Earn more illusion points with an active Moogle pass. Unless you're above 300k paid gems, then you can. Oh man, these streams, these slides would have been so tone deaf had they now paused the cap. That's hilarious. So what is there to talk about here? Zack, his rework just gives him an extra HP attack on his LD and makes it so that he gets some stacks of his overhead at quest start. The real juice is that the C90 stats make him do brave gain up damage, and like, so it's basically you don't need to run him with brave gain up anymore. His BT makes him invulnerable. No, that's not the word. Invincible, unkillable, zombie. I don't know the word. I'm blanking. I'm tired. And then HP cap up, good stuff. Zack is broken. Ramza gets HP cap up and HP damage up based on how many buffs are in the party, and it can go up to like 50-something%. That's broken. That's just the tweet right there. You put Rams in the party and like buffs, maybe like a Kate Sith or a Beatrix call, so you can get 6 buffs on everybody, and you're good to go. Ramza plus Zack can probably reliably do all content minus Transcendence until like Shinryu. Ramza, Zack, Garnet, that is a team that will just delete fights. So if you're looking for to coast meta-wise, just do that. Trey just gets more damage, and Rydia's LD, it's got something to do. Honestly, I don't know. I need to figure that out actually, because I do like Rydia. I want to get her this time. I know she gives an evasion buff to the party, and she has like true water enchant. So even if the enemies absorb water, then she can still hit water weakness damage anyways, and let the party do it. Is it worth it really? Probably not. But meta-wise, Zack BT, Ramza BT. I think if you have Garnet, you might consider it. If you're on the poorer side, I'd say focus on Zack more than anything. Other things about Zack, I'd say if you want to use him in Shinryu, make sure he has an ultimate weapon because of his HP damage-based refunds. what ends up happening to Zack is that if you can't do enough HP damage on his turns, then you either need to go back to C80 era, where you rely on his brave gains or his HP damage up in order to do damage. And ultimate weapon's the easiest way to get around that. But yeah, Zack can do fine in Shinryu, so can Ramza. This is a double great value banner all around, I'd say. Levi, if you Ramza plus Zack it, you don't see any mechanics. I don't know what mechanics it does, so we'll certainly find that out, won't we? And then there's going to be another co-op with another LD. I wonder what that'll... oh, wait, no, that's just this co-op, but they got one planned later, so let's keep going. Reigns. Reigns is getting a extra EX attack, extra HP attack on his EX, woohoo, and some stats. The actual Lufenia is easier. I think it has less reductions than when it came out earlier, which is Comedy Gold. Steiner's the new LD, and he gets, what I think he gets is some sort of, post-turn battery like Cryle does, except it's unlimited. And my washer just went off, so if you hear less background noise, that's why. Steiner also has 20% HP cap armor and a great sword, so that's he's good at sitting there and like providing passive regens. I think he's got like brave gain up and defense up for the party, so Steiner's pretty good at keeping everybody safe and batteried. His personal output isn't the greatest, so I wouldn't recommend anyone pull for him, but if you don't have Reigns already, Reigns is one of the meta calls, so I'd at least try and ticket for his LD call at this point. Steiner, I wouldn't chase personally for meta purposes. And then you can't buy his costume if you don't have it, if you're above the gem cap. Woo! Gotta keep saying that. And then Enna Crow, oh boy, and Reno. Let's talk about Reno first. Reno's rework is just ass. He gets more damage, and that's about it. And it's nothing substantial. He doesn't stand out in any way. I wouldn't recommend gunning for him now. Enna Crow is weird. The way she works is, first off, it's her EX and her LD, I believe, have a chance to, so she gets an overhead after using her EX. I think that's the way it works. And what happens is, every time she uses like her EX, LD, or skill 2 with that overhead up, her stats like double. And this is insane because it scales hard with HP cap, and so like blue armor, ultimate weapon will be very impactful for her. She scales super hard on that. She's low investment. It's rough. There's a lot of people on the fence about her call. I've seen like people see it in like YouTube videos. They're like, oh, I could get a lot of EXs, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it to pull her for the call. I honestly think she's one of the worst LD characters releasing. She's really just clunky, and even her gimmick isn't that interesting because like you just have a chance to do more damage. I mean, I'm on the fence. If you don't have Rem, like if I think Rem's banner is still up right now, so if you're planning on getting Enna Crow and you didn't hear me, get Rem because she'll help Enna Crow feel like ass, because when she does her EX and her LD, she delays herself. So she's got burst damage sometimes, but Rem can kind of solve that issue. I don't think she's very good otherwise. The fight was like holy and dark. I don't think it's lethal. It might be non-lethal. I don't remember, but this fight died in like 3 seconds to Ramza Zack. So if you Ramza Zack Garnett, why bother? Why bother? This is another new LD. This might be Sherlotta. I don't know who this will be, so we'll see on that. If it is Sherlotta, I still don't know how she works, to be honest. I know she gets a skill 2 refund. What's it do? It does does HP attacks based on the enemies, based on the party's current brave. I know she gets a refund from that, from her LD and her EX or C90, and I think she becomes a brave gain up unit for the party, and I think she's got like 15% HP cap on her armor plus, so she's all right. Shines a bit more with her BT, but she's all right now. I don't think I gun for her personally. And Selfie, if they do give a Selfie around here, Selfie's just busted. So if you don't have Selfie already, I think personally I would get her. I'm not going for Steiner. I might go for Enna, just because I might feel like something. I don't know. And I'm getting Zack's BT somehow. I don't think I'm gonna blue Ramza yet, because I don't know how much of I use him. But Zack is frame 1. I want to take a Rydia too. Dimensions and 8. I don't remember the side stages, probably because they're memes. Oh no, I do remember it actually. The left was something debuff related, and the right was consecutive turns. So I think Terra can solo the right side. But let's talk about Laguna first. Laguna's LD gives him a new debuff that has HP damage up based on how many active debuffs there are on the enemy. So it can go as high as 25% 4%. I think it's 3% per. So he's a good LD call at the bat, but the LD also gives him a follow up after every attack. He does more damage on his skills. That's nice. I don't know if his debuffs got changed or reworked, but Laguna pumps out some good damage, and with his BT, it allows it puts down a gold debuff, so make sure you got enough slots to go down. It gives HP cap to the party, I think 30%, and it's a trap attack that goes off after everything, but it has no duration unless the bosses take turns. So it actually scales within force. So Laguna is actually really good, and you can buy his costume unless you're over the gem cap. Well, that would have been the case if they hadn't paused it. Shout out to all the detractors, by the way. Terra, she gets more damage. I think her BT plus gives her more HP cap. The real big thing with Terra's BT plus is she can BT into BT. She can BT finish her into BT phase for more damage. I mean, or you can go infinitely. But Terra is pretty good. Laguna is pretty good. Both these banners are good. I forget who was where. I think Lena's on the Laguna banner. Lena just she doesn't get a skill rework, but her EX does damage and she gets more stats and can hold ultimate weapon now. So if you don't have Lena now, probably a good idea to pick her up. She's still handy in a couple upcoming fights, like the Kefka fight and the first Shinryu. I think Lena's pretty good there. Shadow is not getting reworked, but his EX is getting better, so he's alright too. I don't think I'd recommend chasing Shadow either. Still, I don't think he's that impactful, but I mean, people can have fun with him, so whatever. What else? The actual stages, yeah. This middle stage, it has different phases, kind of like Black and Will. And the orbs changed. I don't remember what they changed to, but they ended up not being that impactful. So the boss didn't have enough HP. And the last orb, I remember you had to let it act or something when it had low HP in order to make the orb go off, and then the fight ended. But easy stage, not worth worrying about really. Cloud you with a chance of boom. And then we have Irvine. What was I gonna say there? Oh, by the way, I keep forgetting my plans. I'm gonna get Laguna. I really like him. He's one of my favorite characters, and I skipped him in JP for I don't know, because I was scared for the future, but I went back and got him later when he reran. I think people should grab his LD call at most, because it's got the heavy speed down and the HP damage up on the LD call. He's a good call, even if you're not going to BT plus him. Good LD call. Irvine, rework, more damage. I think he gets more support on his stuff, but the big thing is his LD gives him new Raven HP attacks that also charges EX. I think he's recast up too. And what happens is that he's got a new debuff on this. I think it's on his Brave Plus that is range. No, it's not range Imperial built in, I don't think. It might be. But the big thing is it's 20% HP damage up, and it's got a blind on it too, and a speed down, I think. So he ends up putting on a strong debuff to the enemies. He gets better support. His personal damage is okay. If you invest in him, you'll feel better. But he might just get relegated to call. I tried using him a couple times in JP, and his damage just didn't feel there. I mean, he's there to support, but if you're not doing enough damage, you become a liability at that point. But he's a decent HP damage up call. Would I go for him though? He's with Saz, and Saz gets C90. I don't think. Man, I definitely said I was about to run Saz a lot, and then I just didn't. Saz, I think, turns into a 1-skill recast, and he's better support too, but I mean, I don't think either of these two are terribly remarkable, so if you're tight on resources, probably skip. I'm probably going to end up skipping, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't think I'd blue Irvine, to be honest. And then I need to start going towards a gun ultimate weapon, don't I? Huh, yeah, I should. That's a good idea. So I can use Laguna. Yeah, okay. Let me think about that. Although we should be getting a refund next month. Anyways, where was I going with that? And then Thancred, the Tiamat raid. Thancred is tragic. One of the worst C90 characters. 2 HP attack skills, and his turn hogging isn't good enough. I talked to Alphino about it, and he's like, yeah, Thancred just isn't. Thancred has a lot of brave attacks. Hopium, maybe they'll fast forward his recent JP rework. I don't know if he'd break the game. The game's already broken because of Garnet, so who gives a shit? But yeah, Thancred's pretty bad. Oh yeah, the Laguna. Jeez, I'm all over the place. The Irvine fight. This stage got memed on by using 3 EX plus characters and a BT friend Laguna. So take that as you will. The stage is a complete joke. But Thancred, back to Thancred. Yeah, his poisons, it's got HP damage up debuff. It's just, Thancred is not great. And Maria gets a damage rework. Her EX gets better as well. Nothing, I think this banner is just not it, personally. Maria's value as an HP damage up call is kind of not as good because we have so many. There's Seymour next month, so if you're in desperate need of an HP damage up call, I'd get Laguna and I'd just wait till Seymour, personally. But yeah, this banner isn't great either. So if anything, I mean, I'm not pulling on this banner. I already have Maria, and I'm not gonna get Thancred. I thought he looked cool. You know, he's voiced by Gojo, but yeah, not it. Yeah. So I think that's it for the month, really. Yeah, it is. And then the fight is just a sap orb, and they warp at certain thresholds, and they can get a lot of brave, but sometimes they don't even HP attack you, so why bother? Or you can just bring Zack and never have to deal with any damage in the first place, because why not? Did I just break my nail? Ouch. Okay, anyways, I think that's it, so let's recap. My plans: greening Cloud, not greening Squall. I've used Squall enough. Sorry, man. Greening Zack, frame 1. I'm gonna ticket Rydia just because I like her. She might just be a call, an evasion call, and that's fine with me. Gonna hold off on greening and blowing Ramza because I'm not sure how much I'd use him immediately. I want to focus on other characters. Skipping the Reigns banner. I don't want Steiner, and I already have Reigns, but I would recommend people get Reigns LD call if they don't have it already, just because it's so handy in the future, like Shinryu stuff. Reigns call is like goated. They call age very well, so if anything, I recommend picking that call up. And a Crow, I'm leaning towards pulling, but my next ultimate weapon might be a gun for Laguna, and if I'm not gonna ultimate weapon in blue, actually, you know what? I am skipping her. I'm gonna just run her in JP when she gets FR, because she really just does feel like garbage. it just LD only. It's really not fun, and even her gimmick just isn't that special. So yeah, I'm skipping this one unless I'm a good player on the free pull. Sherlotta, this banner is just variable. If it is Sherlotta, then I don't think I would. If Selfie's here, I might grab her just as emergency if I ever need her. I don't think I would, but I think I just want to grab her here at least. Going for Laguna, might, depending on how the free, I might token him because I have a lot of tokens saved up. Not going, I do actually, I have everything on these banners, don't I? Yeah, I do. I have every LD except Laguna, and I have Terra's BT too, so it's just Laguna I care about here. Irvine, nah, not unless I'm ticket capped somehow at this point, and then Thancred, super nah. Yeah, I guess that's it. So let me know what you guys' plans are for the month. Any questions, feel free to ask them. Again, sorry I'm pulling back on content, but that's just what I feel like doing in my life. It is what it is. I value everyone's support, and tune into Ranting Hour Wednesday, because I am going to be dunking on the stop the cap detractors, because they a lot of their stuff did not age well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next video. I kept this relatively short this time, so good on me. But yeah, peace out, guys. See ya.